know, Ask Alexandria is my favorite band. I've covered many songs, done many tutorials, 4 songs of theirs, and I'm pretty prominent on social media about, like, fangirling about them. So I kind of wanted to go over my thoughts on the whole Denis Stoff incident. So as you may know, Denis Stoff recently left the band and is back to Danny Worsnop being the singer. I don't know how long that's gonna last. In his statement, he kind of made it, like, sound like he's just kind of doing it for the tour. But you know what? I got tickets to the tour and I'm down. I'm excited. As for how Denis left, Denis, Ben stated in his video, which I'll post a link to in the description. Ben said that at some point after their last tour, Denis stopped contacting them back, which, you ask me, is a pretty immature, especially when you are in a big band like Ask Alexandria. I say big lightly. It's big for the scene I hang out in. But which is really odd. But as some information will come out later, you'll see that it's not different for Denis. Some people know Denis has a history of having a very big ego. People in Make Me Famous stated that it just was not fun being in a band with Denis because he believed everything was all him. He took all the credit for everything, which is part of the reason why they kicked him out, and which is funny considering Denis said to, allegedly Ben says that the only message he got from Denis was Denis saying, "There is no AA until I get what I'm owed." And Ben clearly states, or shows, he's like, I have no idea what he's owed. So, whatever. And which is weird in the first place. Ash Albertson, the owner of Sumerian Records, made a tweet saying he will make a video about the journey with Denis leaving. And Denis tweets that and says he left because he could not be a part of a touring band this part of his life. Which is kind of weird because he's been a touring band all of his life. For Denis' sake, I understand that. Like, you know, situations change, and I understand if all of a sudden he cannot do it. But I think the way he went about it, just going off the grid, is immature, and like, now he's done this twice where he's fucked over 2 bands. It's not working out too well for him. No, like, unless he makes a band himself, which he's got a name now, so you never know. Some people might want to join a band with him. He's got this name for fucking people over. But that's not the end of the fucking. He posted on some app, which is mostly Ukrainian, so he had to translate it. It translated very roughly. But somewhere in it, he says he's, like, him and the boys are still good, and he's not done with their journey, and I'm thinking, it doesn't sound like that, my friend. It's just really weird with him. Another funny point is, an ex-bandmate from, Make Me Famous, on the same tweet, Ash Albertson, same tweet, says, just tweets back, "I told you so." And also something very small, but people took note to, some random person tweeted that they thought that Ash was being childish and shit, and told him to fucking grow up. Denis liked that tweet, so obviously there's a little something there. Because he didn't like any other tweet. What else is next? Aside from that, someone came forward. He was a YouTuber on. He just does covers on YouTube. He came forward talking about how he when Dennis was in Down and Dirty, he was offering guest spots, and he thought it'd be a really cool thing to purchase a guest spot from Dennis. Dennis had originally said it would be $800. The guy says he doesn't have $800, but he still really wanted to do it. So he asked Dennis if it would be alright if they put down some sort of down payment, and they agreed on $500. Then Dennis joined Asking Alexandria and emailed the guy saying, things have changed. And this guy, Maxim Solemn, he was pretty cool with that. He just asked to get his money back, because obviously it's the right thing to do, is to give him money back. And over time went by, and he never got his money back. And he said the same thing. Dennis made it very difficult to contact him. He changed emails and stuff like that, and it kind of just shows where Dennis' head's at. So basically at this point he's stolen money from Dennis. Dennis has stolen money from this poor guy. I'll link to this guy's channel, and I'll link to a few articles where I'm getting my information from. What else was there? And it just kind of pissed me off, because you've got I go on my social media and I see a bunch of really fangirls saying, "We'll stand beside you forever, Dennis," or Asking Alexandria, who? Motherfucker, you're 12. You never I guarantee these kids never knew Dennis was in a band before fucking Asking Alexandria, and they're all, "Oh, we love Dennis, he did nothing wrong." Motherfucker, listen. There's proof that he's done a lot wrong. I don't understand how people can, I get it if you want to still be, support Dennis, yeah. If he's telling the truth and he's got personal issues, yeah, support him through that. He is an alright vocalist, bit generic for me, but, I don't understand the whole fuck Asking Alexandria mentality. It wasn't them. Anyway, my thoughts are that, Dennis is a bit of a scumbag. Woo! There we go. Dennis is a bit of a scumbag, and this is a pretty scummy thing to do. You had this band that was one of the biggest bands during the scene phase. Everyone who and their mother had Stand Up and Scream, and you just and you fucked the band. I'd love to be the vocalist for Asking Alexandria. Who wouldn't? And you just threw it away. It's a dick move, if you ask me.